Alright, this is how to make chocolate banana pudding at home. First, get a banana. Take the peel off the banana and put the banana into a bowl and mash it with a fork until it's nearly a paste. By the time you're done mashing, it should look like this. Next, grab an egg. Crack your egg straight into the bowl and you gently fold around and mash the egg into the banana until it is part of the paste. By the time you're done mixing, it should look like this. Then you need to get a teaspoon. Take your teaspoon and some cocoa powder. And you need to get a teaspoon of the cocoa powder and dump it into your mix.
There we go.
Then you want to slowly stir in the cocoa powder. Make sure you do it slowly, as due to it being a powder, it will go everywhere if you stir too quickly. Now wash off your teaspoon and get some baking powder. You only need to fill the tip of your teaspoon with the baking powder. You should have about this much baking powder. Dump it into your mix. Alright, and now just like with the cocoa powder, you want to mix this in. Once again, you're going to want to wash off your teaspoon, as you're going to need it once again. Remember to dry off your teaspoon, as any sort of powder will cling to your spoon if you do not dry it off after washing it off. And if you do not wash it off, you'll mix the powders, which you won't want. You'll need to get a spoonful of sugar, teaspoonful of sugar. Get your teaspoonful of sugar and dump it into your mix. Stir in just as slowly, just as you've done with every other powder, until you can no longer see the sugar anymore. Now mix quickly until you're starting to see air bubbles in it. All those small little air bubbles are what you should see. And once it has all the air bubbles and you've mixed in every ingredient, take your mixture, put it in the microwave, and set the microwave to anywhere from a minute to a minute and 20 seconds. I suggest doing a minute and 20 seconds to make sure it's fully done. Set your microwave and wait for it to finish. I set it for 60 seconds. If you've done the same, check your mixture to see if it's fully done. If it's still soggy, like a liquid in the middle, set it for another 10 to 20 seconds. Once the timer's done, open the microwave and check your mixture now. You want it a little soggy in the middle, but if it's too soggy, you have to set it again. If it's still this soggy in the middle, to the point where you can see it shaking like this, I recommend putting it back in the microwave for another 10 to 20 seconds. Repeat the process until it only wobbles about this much, if at all. Now, if you want to, you can add a little bit more. You can add a little bit more cocoa powder for a bit more of a chocolatey taste. Alright, Editor Froggy here. What I forgot to mention in this part was that you can choose to add a bit more cocoa powder as you are making the pudding. You cannot add any more ingredients once it's done. Once your dish is done, you can either eat straight out of the middle, or you can take the gooey middle and you can slather it across the rest of the pudding. And that's how you make a chocolate banana pudding. This dish is perfect for if you're having a dessert, a breakfast, to share with others, or to have on your own.